Hello everybody, my name is Pavel and I'd like to introduce you to the Lazy Monster project. The only app that adds fun to fitness routine. First of all, let's point out the problem we are dealing with. There is no doubt that health and fitness has become trendy nowadays. Nevertheless, the whole industry tries to force the wrong stereotype of an ideal body. As a result, people become more and more frustrated because they can get in shape as soon as they expected, so they simply give up trying. One quick fact, gyms normally sell membership with the expectation that only 18% of people will usually use them. Observing this tendency, we decided to create a product to provide a positive fitness experience that will finally turn into a good habit. Our app is based on a popular 7-minute workouts approach. Workouts are quick but effective, can be performed by everyone, and don't require any additional equipment. The main advantage of the app is that the personal trainer is not a fitness model at all. It's a plumpy monster that adds fun and a positive experience to your workouts. Our audience mainly consists of women and kids, and here I'd like to show you one quick video that is worth 1,000 words. Try. How I can run the video by the way. Well, it's a really important part of the stuff. Actually, where a lot of kids dancing using this product. Not dancing, they're exercising actually. So now, current stats, we have about 300,000 downloads at the moment, about 30,000 monthly active users, and conversion rate about 10%. That means that about 10% of people make at least one purchase in the app, and average rating of 4.5 stars on the App Store. I'm really happy to work with so great team of people with a vast experience in creating and promoting mobile apps. We're also not strangers with health and fitness industry, as we used to work at Sport.com company, the former leading developer of health and fitness products. Why we're here actually, we have clear plans for the future. That's why we need additional resources to provide better user experience, improve monetization model, and release Android version.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm open to your questions.
Questions from judges?
Can you tell me if you're making any money? Is it paid app or is it good?
It's a freemium model. The main app is free, and we sell additional workouts inside.
And how much revenue do you make now? Is it?
Well, it's not so huge actually, because we
Pay customers percentage-wise.
it's about 10% per user. Yeah.
That monster figure you're using, do you think there could be any copyright problems? Because it looks like a minion.
Well, it's our designer created this person, so it's totally our trainer. Yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, congratulations on the success and kind of users and all of that.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us a bit more about kind of why users come back? I mean, apart from the monster, what is it that you have in the mechanics that actually allow people to want to use it on a daily basis? And how do you see this going forward? I mean, so people start to copy your idea, they say, well, we're going to create some monsters too or whatever. How do you defend the idea against copycats?
Yes, that's what actually is in our future plans, is to provide people additional experience, so they will be happy to return to the product. It will be like challenges with friends, family, between kids, between schools. Actually, the app is actively used in different schools, where teachers use it to during their classes to work with kids, and so there will be a lot of work in front of us at the moment. We see it and we'll work on it.
Can you speak a little more about interaction? How often do people use the application? What is the retention rates? So what is the churn and stuff like that?
Well, actually, it's not a really great numbers wise they are not here. So our 7-day retention is about 7% for the moment. So it's actually worth some improvements.
Okay, the last question from the judges.
Why do you need an avatar? Do you develop it somehow to be more fit? Basis to post it somewhere on Facebook, or is it just a random illustration of the avatar itself?
Sorry, could you?
This avatar, this minion that you have, do you develop it? Like
yes, it gets created by our designer. Yeah.
But no, does it get fit if you exercise? Is it like developing according to what you do in the app, like you exercise more, or is it just some
no?
illustration?
It doesn't change at the moment.
Okay. So why do you need it?
What exactly?
This avatar, this minion, like why is it there?
Sorry,
It's just some illustration for a workout that you're gonna do.
Yeah, it shows how to perform exercises, and it removes this frustration from people. That's just
what frustration?
Because many of them will never look like a girl I've mentioned on the first screen, and when they're using many other apps with trainers, you know.
All right, thank you. So
Thank you very
apparently
much.
Keyword Master sells, and for other startups like Kyla.
My name is Valeria and I'm representing Simple Fitness Project. Here is the problem. Everyone wants to be healthy and fit, but often people don't have time or money to go to gym and they get bored working out at home. So here is our solution. We offer iPad application with virtual 3D trainer. Our 3D trainer behaves like a real-life person, so she winks, smiles, breathes heavily and interacts with the user. Also, the application is very lightweight and it takes just 2 clicks to start a workout. Our target audience are women from 18 to 34 who always try to look good. They live in Europe, Northern America and Australia. As you see from these numbers, the number of iPad users and sport club visitors is the highest in these countries. We have very strong competitors. Among them are Passion for Profession, Spark.com, Vistar and others. But we think that our almost alive 3D trainer can do the trick and make users happy by activating mirror neurons. So when the trainer smiles and behaves very, very happily, that can make users happy and have fun too. Our monetization model is about native ads and paid subscriptions. Right now, the project is on prototype stage and we are looking for awesome 3D specialists to improve our 3D model and some help with motion capture equipment to record exercises. Thank you for your attention.
All right, judges.
So going back to first of all, congratulations on the presentation. Going back to the differentiation point, if you have strong competitors that are well-funded and already have lots of users, why wouldn't they be able to just simply pay the same specialists that you're looking for to be able to develop the technology?
Well, because they already have their products developed and they are using recorded videos, and to change their model to 3D trainer will take a lot of resources, and we are sure they will not go for it.
How much time and money would it cost you to do it? And wouldn't they have that time and money to do it as well?
We have already spent about half of a year for developing our 3D, to code 3D model to perform, and also we need some designer work. So I guess we have almost half of a year we are before our competitors, if they want to switch.
But it's still a fitness app, I understand. So
Yes, it's fitness application.
Yeah, so the main thing is that the effectiveness of a program, kind of the content, and you put all the focus on the presentation of the virtual assistant that maybe help increase the conversion. But getting back to the core points, like how are you different, like in effectiveness and usage, or what's your advantages? What's your secret sauce to be successful in that? Do you think that this virtual assistant is going to make all the conversions better, or is it some fundamental things in the way you put, this workout programs, or is it just virtual assistant?
Well, about workout programs, we are thinking to hire real fitness trainers and to offer them advertising within the app. So we advertise their club, fitness club, sport club, for example, and they provide us their workout programs. But our main advantage is 3D technology, that we are using a 3D model which behaves like a real life person, like in the movie, like you are not watching a video, like you're interacting with a real person, like the trainer is right here in your iPad in your room.
Thanks, Valeria. Is Pro Fitness training for your product, which you have chosen already? Is Pro Fitness a training for your product?
No, it's not. It's on prototype stage yet, so we didn't register any trademarks.
Okay, thanks.
It can be switched and renamed to HIPS.
Okay.
Okay, the last question. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. I'm sorry, this is a bit a wrong presentation, because this is a presentation of health records platform, but we have already made a pivot. So just listen to me. Okay. Imagine John. John is 35 years old. He works as a journalist. He has a wife and 2 kids. But during the previous weeks, he experiences some problems with his health. He always feels tired. He is blurry sometimes. His vision sometimes becomes blurry, and his skin itches. Well, these symptoms are too small to apply to a doctor and to ask what's happening. That's why John would hardly do it. That's why he would not know that he has the first symptoms of diabetes. Well, the problem is that a lot of people behave just like John. That's why we don't understand we may have a serious disease until it develops to a late stage. We go to doctor only in case of emergency. That sounds familiar. I think a lot of people behave just like this. That's why I would like to introduce you a health note. This is a service which helps people to identify a disease even before they actually see it. How it works? For example, when you have some problems with your health, even the slightest one, you just input them using a mobile app or a website. Then the information is accumulated in the service and analyzed by a powerful technology of machine learning. If the service understands there is a risk you have a serious disease, it gives you a warning and a recommendation to apply to a doctor and to take the examination of your organism. How we are going to earn money? First of all, there will be premium features for users, which will be paid. Plus, we will take money from third-party health care providers and services if we bring them customers. For example, when we give John a recommendation to apply to a doctor, we can find a clinic in his city and to arrange his visit to a doctor. Or we can use a telemedicine service and arrange an online consultation and take commission from there. Our team works really hard to help more people be healthier. And when I talk more people, I mean millions of people, because this service could be useful for anyone.
Questions?
Thank you very much. Have you analyzed the data protection because you are dealing with very sensitive data when you're talking about the medical data?
Yes, of course, this question is really important. So the information will be strictly secured so that no one could get access to it. When I say no one, I mean that there's a way when a user can share the information, for example, with a doctor. Yeah, if he applies to a doctor, he can share his previous health conditions so that the doctor could see the big picture and make more accurate diagnosis. But it is possible only when a user gives his consent about it. Yeah, so that no one else could get his information. So it will be strictly secure.
Where do you get your content, and at what stage are you?
It's only on the stage of development. It's still on the stage of development. So we don't have any active users yet, but we are going to make an iPhone. We are launching the iOS version first. It will be ready in a month.
Yeah, where do you get your content? Your content for diagnosis. So where do you get that data?
We have a doctor in our team, so he is a practicing physician, and not only he, but all the doctors, they have like treatment plans, yeah, which are standardized, and at this stage we get information from them. Later we are going to develop a self-learning mechanism, which will be based on like artificial intelligence technology, yeah, and will learn itself to predict diseases without those protocols which exist now.
So you only have one doctor in the project, but you're aiming to cover a big area of medicine.
Yeah. The truth is that there are doctors like family doctors or physicians. So when a person has any problem, he goes to that doctor, and that doctor decides to which specialist it's better to apply to get more information. So that's how our application works, and that's how this doctor works. So he knows where to go if there is some problem.
Can you tell us a bit more about competition? Because I think I've seen a lot of different people trying to do the same things, and there are things like WebMD, and people generally search on the internet anyway for health information. So can you tell us a bit more about the competition and why you're better?
As you mentioned, for example, WebMD, and there are some other services, but their problem is that they don't analyze your previous health conditions. So you only input symptoms, and for example, if I have a fever and a headache, it's a flu, yeah? So it doesn't know that if I had some disease before, maybe I have the probability to have the repetition of this disease again. Yeah, so they don't count it. They just take the information you input now.
And how then do you guarantee that the user's putting in the right information? I mean, I don't know if I would have confidence in myself to be able to input the information that would be relevant to a doctor. So why would the typical user have that kind of capacity?
There is such a factor that sometimes users, people don't give full information to a doctor because they feel a little bit shy. Yeah, if they communicate with an app, they can tell anything. Yeah, so they will be open and they will not hide anything. So we hope that the service will get the full information about health conditions.
Thank you.